Well, it's not quite the winter wonderland that we're going to probably get later on tonight or tomorrow, but things are looking different on the Frugal Gardener's homestead. It's midday. We got a little light snow, and they're talking about getting a couple of inches possibly by tomorrow, but no worries because we're about to go indoors. As I said, this is the Frugal Gardener's homestead. That makes me the Frugal Gardener. I garden in the hills of West Virginia, zone 7A. And right now, because it's so cold, I'm going inside because we're taking a break from the series that I've been showing you guys, which is The Savvy Gardener, because it's January, and every January, excuse the noise, I'm trying to keep some of this heat in here. I did not turn the heat on. It's around 35, 37 in here, so not quite freezing, but not exactly ideal. I've been doing some work over the last couple of days, and this is for the next couple of videos in the series. But at any rate, what I do every January is I start to focus on what I'm going to grow in the spring. Now again, for those of you who are here on a regular basis, I don't wait until the weather changes before I start planting and getting my seeds, because there could be shortages, there could be price increases. There's a lot of things that could happen. I kind of buy seeds year round, but this time of year, I think about new things I'm going to grow, and I'm going to show you my process. The title of the video is Accept the Challenge. It's a little tricky because I'm not challenging you. I want you to challenge yourself. Everybody grows tomatoes. Everybody grows string beans, lettuce, cucumbers, the regular run-of-the-mill stuff. And I would think that by now, especially if you've gardened for any amount of years, you're probably tired of that. I'm going to show you guys something at the end of this video, towards the end of this video, that I did not know about. My good friend Pat told me about this last year, and to give you a little hint, I tried growing it over here in the fall, but I waited too late in the season, so it didn't work out. I didn't really get a harvest, but I'm going to definitely grow that this spring, and I saved the seeds. So again, the point of this video is to try to get you guys to get your seeds early. And I'm going to show you a little clip from a little trip I took recently to Dollar Tree. And Dollar Tree, well, I'll just show you the clip and then we'll come back. So I took a little road trip to Dollar Tree, and it turns out that what I heard was true. No more for $1. There it is, folks. You see it for yourself. Same size, same seeds. 3 for $1.50 now, with no explanation. This is what I mean by buy your seeds early and put them away in the refrigerator or the freezer, because I don't think this is ever going back to the way it was. So it's not just Dollar Tree that are raising their prices. Everybody, there's some incrementally and some pretty drastic. And this is one of the reasons why. One of the things you might have noticed in that clip is that not only are their prices going up, their prices, the quantity, their display, the number of seeds that they have for sale has been drastically reduced. So, what do you know? Everything's all set up for me here. What my process is I basically look at what it is that I want to grow, and what did not work out for me in the past, what I was unsuccessful on. And I have to admit, this was a bit of a challenge for me to just put this together because I've been gardening my entire adult life. So for me to try and figure out what to show you guys, I didn't want to get too far in the weeds. I didn't want to go down the rabbit hole with bombarding you guys with too many choices and too much. So up here is, well, let me start first with some of the things that I did that were successful. Again, this is a short list, and I deliberately left out tomatoes and potatoes and things that you guys see all the time. So this is not the complete list. So I'm going to start here with, this is the Jamaican sorrel. And then I call it Japanese eggplant. Some people call it graffiti eggplant. Ghost peppers, sweet corn, radishes, peanuts. That was something that I was pleasantly surprised that I actually did get peanuts, but I didn't go back to it because after that we moved. It's been a couple of years. It takes a while to get everything going, so I kind of going back to the basics, but I'm definitely going to plant peanuts again this spring. That's something that I'm hoping that you guys may also consider. This is sorghum. I love this package. I love the way they do this because everything is right here. Everything is right here on the front. You don't have to hunt for information. It's not rubbed off, blurred out. Tells you where the seeds come from, tells you days of germination. But you see this on a lot of different package, but it's small, it's hard to read, and these packages are, I believe this is plastic and it's sealed and dark, so these seeds will keep for a long time. So I'll be using this company again if I get a good result from them. The Tazo, I just started growing that about 2 years ago. And I want to take a second to talk about this lavender, because lavender, well, I have grown lavender just right out of the package, but lavender requires stratification, which means that it needs to mimic nature. It needs to be in the cold for about 6 weeks. It varies. Some people a little bit longer, some people a little bit less. But yeah, you want to put this in the fridge or the freezer for a while before you plant it. And the last one is Tuscan dinosaur kale, which you've seen me grow plenty of times. So my process is to look at these and decide which ones I want to grow again and which ones I'm going to just pass on for this year, because I have all this new stuff up here that I also want to try, and hence my dilemma. I would like for you guys to either do one or two things or both. Put down in the comments what you think I should grow out of these here. What you think I should grow again from these. But more importantly, I'm interested in what you want to grow. This is my primary reason for walking you through my process, because I want you to see the options and for you to come up with your own plan. So at least even if you just pick one new one. This I was really interested in because it's different. I did a lot of research on it. This is another one. Some of these I've never tried. Some of them I've tried and not been successful on. And that's like this eucalyptus. Oh man, that's been a tough one for me. And I had it growing. And I tried to transfer it. And every time I tried to transfer it, I killed it. So what I'm going to do is plant this where it's going to live. In other words, plant this where it's going to stay, where I'm not going to have to move it. This tea, some of these up here are challenging because this is going to take about 3 or 4 years, and that's where I think I fall short. Also, with the turmeric, I don't have any handy. The turmeric is that's you can have a baby in the time it takes to grow turmeric. It takes like between 8 and 10 months to grow turmeric, and I think that's my issue. When I tried to grow turmeric, I grow ginger, no problem. But even though they're similar, I don't know why I've been having a problem with the turmeric. Goju berries, I have not really gotten into that yet. This is brand new, which I saw on a TV show, and I am anxious and excited to plant these this summer. So these are golden beets. Never heard of these before. Again, another one. These Siberian pea shrubs, they add nitrogen to your soil, but the other advantage is that they help your soil, they help prevent soil erosion. And I have a couple areas out back that I want to use that for. They also, well, it actually tells you, see if I can get a good shot of it. Tough, drought tolerant, nitrogen fixing shrub. Bears yellow flowers in the spring, then mature into edible pods for humans and wildlife. Used to control, here it is, erosion and windbreaks. See if I can get that better for you. Yeah. You can freeze the frame and read it. This I got interested in, this lovage, when I went into Walmart. Yeah, I'll say the name. And I wanted to get celery because I like to make shrimp salad. And it was $2.12, which was totally ridiculous. There's no way I would ever pay that. So I found out that this was a good substitute, easy to grow, and they said that it tastes similar to celery. So I purchased this. But again, some of these, I'll buy these. I'll buy seeds in November, February, March. Doesn't matter, because I'll hold on to them, and then when the spring comes, I'm good to go. So this is here's another one, the wild American plum seeds. I'm anxious to try these, but this is really long term. Some of these are 3 and 4 years. Some of these are short term, and like I said, the one I'm going to show you guys at the end in a few minutes, it's less than 3 months. So the spectrum goes from I would say 30 days for some of these, and up to a couple of years, depending upon what it is that you're growing. I mean, you can grow radishes in 30 days, some varieties. The other thing, what am I leaving out? So it's turmeric, peanuts. I'm not sure if I brought everything. Like I said, I did narrow this down because, as you can see, this can get to be a little bit out of control. But the point is, I'm going to have my usuals. Yes, I'm going to still grow every year. I still grow squash. I still grow potatoes. I still grow the things that you guys normally grow. But these are my extras. You know, I love to experiment, and I'm going to probably pick 3 or 4 of these. I'm probably not going to grow all these, because what happens is I get into a situation where it gets I mean, every summer it's getting hotter and hotter. I'm getting older and older, and what usually happens is I lose control over some of the newer things, and I focus on the main garden, the main things that I've been growing year after year. And sometimes these get pushed to the back, and they don't get the kind of treatment they should. And one of the reasons is because I'm not accustomed to what needs to be done in terms of watering and shade and so forth. So just to give you an example, when I grew the Jamaican sorrel last year, I grew them, I harvested them, but then I put them in here, and this is why you see this here. I very rarely show this, but these are the Jamaican sorrel plants, and I because they were near the entrance, and I came in here. This was after I harvested them, so I did get a harvest from them, but I'm not sure if I need to cut these back. That it is probably less than 50-50 that these are going to grow back, but I wanted these pots here so that if they don't come back, which they're not going to come back in this state, I can tell you that. So I'm going to probably have to cut these down, see what happens, and more than likely I'm going to plant these over. But this is already good to go. I just need to add some nutrients to the soil, and that's that. We talked about these already, the potatoes. So this is where we are. So now, to show you guys the final, the one thing that I'm really excited about planting, and that's this. So here it is, lemon cucumber. It's new to me. Well, it was new to me until last fall, and my buddy Pat, turned me on to this. 8 to 10 days to germinate, 65 days to harvest. That's less time than it takes to grow tomatoes, less time than it takes to grow potatoes, less time than it takes to grow eggplant, and a lot of other things. So I am curious to see how this tastes. She said it tastes fantastic, and I can't wait to try it. But again, American Seed Company, this is the seed company that jacked up their prices. So I'm glad that I picked mine up. These here were 2 for $1, and I guess that was the sign right there. But I don't know what they're costing now, or even if you can get them now, because like I said, they're coming up with less. This is the reason why I'm doing the series, to try and get you guys to do things early, because as I said in the previous video, more people are gardening because it just makes sense. If the food prices are going up and up and up, then how else are you going to feed your family? We talked about the fact that people are actually taking out loans to buy food, which is crazy as far as I'm concerned. But at any rate, do what you got to do. The bottom line is, this is something new that you can try along with these golden beets and everything else that we've gone through. Or you can try some of the things that I've already been successful with, or things that I'm going to try again. Again, put down in the comments what catches your eye, what you even think you might grow, even if you don't get around to it. And I am open for suggestions, because there's no way I'm going to be able to grow all of these, and these again, on top of my potatoes, sweet potatoes, carrots, and everything else that I'm going to grow. I had corn. Yeah, here's corn. I'm thinking about growing corn again. I did have a problem with corn and the sorghum. I was successful with both, but I haven't grown since I've been up here, and I've been up here for going on 3 years. The problem that I had at the old property was the deer. So I have room now, and I have fencing, or I have the ability to do the fencing. And that's kind of a word to the wise if you are considering doing corn for the first time, or if you want to do, the reason why I'm focusing on this sorghum is because I have been growing teas. If you noticed last summer, if you recall, I grew a couple different kinds of teas, and I still have them out there. So I'm going to be growing those again this spring, and some of those will come back on their own. So if you want a sweetener and you don't want to use sugar, that's what this sorghum is for. Sorghum is being used a lot in the U.S. now for cereals and things. It originated in Africa a couple thousand years ago. So it's been around for a very long time. And the one thing there it is. The thing that I could not remember is hops. I don't have them. They were hard for me to get. Again, see, that's the thing. When I decided to do that last year, I'm not much of a drinker, but I've always been curious about how to make beer. And in order to make beer, I guess you need hops. And I successfully grew the plant. This was maybe 6-7 years ago, but I did not get any hops. And I did some more research, and something about male or female or whatever. So that's something that I am considering doing again this year. So I guess you can add that to the list up here, or maybe down here. No, this is the good list. This is the the list of new things that I'm going to try. So I guess hops should be added to the list, and we'll see, because it's not cheap, and that's another part of the problem. Some of these seeds are getting pretty pricey. So that's it for today. Thank you guys again for stopping by, and I hope that you comment and give me some suggestions, and I hope you take the challenge and challenge yourself to grow on some of these things, or at least one of these things, in addition to whatever it is you're going to grow this spring and this summer and possibly this fall. I'm the Frugal Gardener. Remember, when you grow your own food, you'll always know where it comes from. Catch you guys on the flip side with another episode of The Savvy Gardener. Have a great day. Go out and grow something.